Welcome back. Mission and Ministry Sylvester. We broadcasting once again another live session as we have just ended up with the very PowerPoint and now triggering the weapon authority point. Now, what is it about this very time again to really say we want to broadcast? This is the son of the nation, a creator, the prince of princes, the Lord of lords, the holy of holies. That in my generation, we have in 33 and 34 and 35 and 36 and 37 good years plus that we have as code living in the very holy one, virgins and love. At the end of the day, the virgin is the love. I am the love who made it. Without children, birth, or marriage, you cannot prove any wife or husband here. We are saying service first, then reward. The Lord will tell you over a distance you serve, He knows your suffering, your cry, and your want is in the revelation. How poor I am now because of His word is in the revelation. We don't need anybody who can lie. In this, you are not a liar. I'm the great one of myself, not you. So to prove that I am just not a Muslim, I have denied every right of a person claiming what is right. I am not a God. I am not a God. I am not any of this kingdom of all that it claims. Anybody that is kind of saying the nonsense thing is not a kind of person here. We break up from any demonic spirit, any forces that come around with image of the dead. I have told you, I'm a white with my purest light. The Bible told you that we cannot knot or tie a knot with any old cloth, since the new one will show the shame of the old one. This is my decree. No Muslim. My family as Bequeen and Shah and all of that, this family, we have never birthed any Muslim. We have never given birth to any kind of demonic spirit. We honor the Lord. Home and house of teachers, princes, kings. That's what they told you. The Gold Coast is now. So that when time of Aquarian returned, they told you the prince and the princess who have been walking and working, for the understanding of they walking and you driving means the princes themselves, the angels, they get down on their feet to work, to create. Where you said you didn't understand, so you enjoy life in any way, we said understanding will be given. This is why we say the princes and the princesses were walking and you driving. In this case, being born a militia, the commando engineer, who have led and guard what? The White House in this country, this is myself on the channel. We are not a shareholder of anybody than what from spirit to spirit means. Thank you very much. This is what I'm saying. I declare, this is not a family of anybody here. I am from Nkonya, Guan, the original birth, not mixture, nobody else. This myself telling you what the Lord is saying is a spirit to spirit. Life and life, flesh to flesh, or from flesh to spirit. Now, what is the main news? The second time of it is having this. When you have the right to sack somebody out of the country, then the nation itself call for somebody that is by spirit life, what you needed. You don't have to be like those people who have ever ruled a country and failed their whole mission by claiming we are independent. How independent are you now? Are you the one making the weapons or the vehicles or for war? The time is very important. It plays a very crucial role. That you cannot drive out your masters and you claim that you are independent. Do you know what is independent? When you are led by spirit, that is independent. When you are drawn out of what? Out of suffering, by reason of healing, then that is it. But you cannot draw us out of what? Healing into what? Rot. We have not tied knot with anybody. I've never birthed, I've never had any covenant with any God. This is the generation. Fight, and after that, you see the reward. This is that the Lord should make home with you again. What is the surprises? That USA surprises armed forces of this country, GH. And I have targeted Aquarian, that is Gold Coast. You know already where they told you that the age will return as a gold age, golden age. This is the same age again. That your name as gold and prince and kings and princesses were taken and ordained to what? A stone called star. That stone is the idols you have been worshiping, you don't know. Now that they say the human being that is angel commanding and controlling it with intelligence return. Saints, they are descending with the voice of an archangel, with a shout and voice of an archangel. This is it. That we have what? Received on account and credit to the country or nation 14 good machinery or mission powered weapons. Right now, we're going to take a look at it right now. Let's see what USA have done for this country. That's a surprise. On my channel, I told you they're astonished. You don't get it? Yeah, it came. It just came in. Let's take a look at it very well before you. These are all some of the things. That's why I sealed it with my signatures. That if you know that this is a country you have never built, the ones who built, we've not eaten the whole day, and we're showing food. That for you to say the Lord returned to you, where have you prepared for him? Is it a better place or unclean or a very clean place? That to creed and deal with the Lord. Now, this will call from spirit to spirit. That if you have never shown your seal, then we cannot identify your whereabouts. This is the main news. The main news. I hear many people out there saying it. And that is myself also being a part of it. Thank you very much. Let's delve quickly onto the side that is so much talking about what is here. What at all are we going to talk about? What is here now? Maybe let's see what the Lord is saying. What the Lord is saying is really on the screen. We cannot take word without what? The main. Now let's go on internet live. Everything is right here on internet live also feed coming. So that if you want to say we know what we know, then let's get it. He said the U.S. surprise to the GH armed forces involved the donation of 14 Puma M36 armored personnel carriers. That's APCS. To what? To bolster security operations and enhance the country's response to threat, especially along the northern borders. So to cut edge of certain things, this is also showing which area can what? Bring wrong and what brings what? The main foundation force. This is a foundation what? Foundation. They told you when the foundation of this world is shaken, what can the righteous do? So the righteousness is coming with work, apostles, greatness, news, food, and it continues to reign. And that is the whole news. And that we go on to say what? Some of the details you can find with what we have received as a nation. So the country Ghana is not a nation. The nation is the Gold Coast. That is where the human beings were created. And then the country is the idols you welcome. We way far from what we say is ruling and cleanliness. And right now, the language I told you that healing comes from every angle. Here again, to say that these mine resistant ambush what protected MRAP vehicles will improve troop mobility and what protection in high risk areas. Additionally 40, that is 40 GH what soldiers received training on vehicle handling, tactical maneuvering, and maintenance protocols. Now here are more some details that we're going to find. So this is meant to be what? Summarized donations. The U.S. donated 14 Puma M36 APCS toward the GH or the Aquarian Age or the Golden Age or the Golden Stool, Kings Return and Princesses and Angels. Armed Forces, that is GAF. If you work hard, we'll see where the donation comes and will receive. We are talking about security enforcing, not dirtiness and prostitution. It doesn't work here. If it is calling for maybe a Saul man or Paul and all of that, based on their work, what you have to do first is they build a nation. And build a nation depends on what? It relies so much on strength. That is the youth. And the youth is what? Obedience to the Lord and the calling, where you have been asked to do it. Where Apostle Saul says what? Where you have been called, there you should work. It is said that stop building your house and then work for him or come and listen to what? A word that is probably yet to say, oh, after this, you go and build. Whereas you are building already. That is spirit-led. So that he said, what is the purpose? Look at it. The purpose for the donation is this, that the donation aims, or AIMs, you know already it's American-based intelligence, to what? To enhance the what security that received from outside. That is heaven, army of the Lord. GAFS, the ability to counter threat. So you see it, that's it. To counter threat, particularly along the what? The northern border, where there are what? Concerns about IEDs and ambushes. How can you shoot when you don't have to shoot? And when you have to shoot, you don't have anybody to try to stop you from shooting. This is what? The word of the Lord. When judgment returns, honor it. That's what you should do, right? And then more today is that the training, look at it, the training goes on. And it says that 40 GH. So you see that when they said that, and somebody called in the wilderness 40 days or 40 nights, the training they went through is this in the Bible, from Egypt to that outside or outer part of the continent. That is happening. That is the code. And then the 14 also is righteousness move. 5, that's just to say 5. Your right finger, 5. And then 11 will be when you put the two together, and then you know what is commandment from above, and the one who receive it, they are 1 on 1. Now, 40 GH soldiers underwent a 4-week intensive training program to operate and maintain the new APCS according to what? Even source you can track graphic online. Now, what is the impact? The integration of these APCS into the GAF operation is expected to improve force protection, like energy, excitation. That is the nature of what? The power, the energy, where you need force, youth empowerment, missionary empowerment. This to say a missionary empowerment and the youth empowerment. That what? Survivability and rapid development capabilities. Now beyond this, what are you saying beyond the vehicles? Now the US and this GH have what? Also received collaboration or have been what? Collaborating on either or other initiatives such as the co-hosting of the African. Look, when I say African, the an is an angel. If you don't know it, that is the AF also can. The Afri, you can.